session on strategic planning. So, strategic planning is the planning to enable an organisation to achieve its long-term goals. Why it's useful? Well, number one is that it ensures managers, employees and shareholders are aware of where the organisation is heading towards and how it's going to achieve that. Very, very important, how it will get there. And number two of why it's useful to do strategic planning is that it ensures managers are well informed about the decisions they make within the business because they're aware of every aspect in the organisation, and therefore it's a useful educational, a useful upskilling tool in understanding all the bits of the business, the functional areas, the objectives, and within that, all the areas that would be important to making decisions. For instance, it might be a case they do SWOT analysis, so we're thinking strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And within that, they might do ongoing SWOT analysis to keep them tuned, to keep them on the pulse, so they understand exactly each aspect of the organisation. Number three is that it will promote foresight. So by doing strategic planning, long-term planning, it promotes foresight and therefore reduces any possible risks that they might see down the track in the future. And that will help improve the outcomes of the organisation. So that's why it's useful to do strategic planning. But, emergent strategy in Mintzberg, Henry Mintzberg's particularly important here on the counter-argument, because he suggested there's absolutely no value in doing strategic planning, and the optimal strategy a business should take is it should be based or formed upon the interaction of the organisation, of the business with its external environment. And that's how you should come to your strategy, not through planning, not through strategic planning, that is. So if we're thinking about emergent strategy, well, that leans towards using hunch or instinct within your strategy as opposed to using scientific planning when you're making those decisions. And therefore it might promote more innovative environment within the business, perhaps it becomes more creative. And so therefore when we're thinking about the value of strategic planning, and if it were to come up as a longer question, you must be considering planned versus emergent strategy. The card's up there, and I'll see you at the next sesh.